What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jalen, and I am back with another video for you guys. So for the last video I did, you guys, your girl got assistant manager position at Carter's. I'm excited. So yes, but today I am going to be doing a story time. Yes, I'm doing a story time today. I figured I'm gonna do a story time. So this story time is definitely, it is something crazy. I'm gonna tell you guys a story about how I got kicked out of a Chinese buffet for trying to fight my ex-boyfriend's girlfriend. This story is crazy. So I'm about to tell you guys what happened. So this was like back in, I don't even know what year this was. I want to say 2012, but don't even quote me on that. So I was dating this boy, and we were dating for like a year. Then like he moved because of like issues with his family and stuff. So he moved to Virginia, where your girl's from. He moved there, and he moves with his aunt. Then like after he moved, like our relationship was like rocky. Like it was just bad. I felt like it just went down here. Don't mind me, I look crazy. It went down here from there. Then he started dating this girl that his sister was friends with, and I was friends with his sister. So long story short, kind of, he came down to visit. He came back to New York to visit, you know, and his sister messaged me. She was like, "Oh, you want to go out to eat with me?" And I was like, "Well, who's all gonna be there?" She's like, "It's gonna be me, my little brother, my brother, and his girlfriend. We're gonna call her Chompers. We're gonna call her Chompers." It was So she said, "Me, my little brother, my brother, and Chompers." And I was like, okay, but I warned her. I was like, I'm feeling some type of way about this. So, but she's like, "No, it's gonna be okay." I guess her brother said I was allowed to come. I didn't know I was allowed to. I didn't know I had to give permission for you. Obviously, I felt like it was a setup, anyways. So I was at Walmart. I was at Walmart with my mom, and my mom was like, "If you want to go, you can go. You can walk across the street," because the restaurant was across the street. So they ended up meeting, like, my friend ended up meeting me at Walmart. Her and her little brother, they walked over to Walmart, and then we walked back over to the restaurant. So I was already feeling some type of way when I walked in there. Yo, oh my God, I felt some type of way. So we like walked in there, everybody sat down. He was sitting next to her. He was like trying to be all booed up and stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, I can't. So I'm just like, okay. Like at first I was like, okay. So I went and got me a plate. So I was sitting at the end, and she was sitting by the wall, and then he was sitting next to her. We were sitting at this big table, like we was a big old family when we wasn't. Um, so it was her on the other side. So it was like, okay, this is how the table was. She was on this side, I was on this side. So she's sitting over here by the wall, and then he's sitting right here. So their little brother was sitting right here, and then my friend was sitting right here, and then I was sitting right here. So, I casually got up. I was like, you know what, let me address something. So I got up and I moved to where her little brother was, because he went up and got some more food. So I went over there. So I was like, "You be talking mess about me on Twitter." This is back when I used to get on Twitter. So I was like, "You be talking mess about me?" Nah, she wasn't. She was just like, she was, shh. That's what she was. She was, shh. So, he just kept looking at me. He was like, shh. And I was like, no. I was like, I just want to know, like, why you kind of like, because on Twitter, she be talking in big mess. Like, she about it. So we face to face. You say you gonna beat me up face to face. So we face to face. What's up? What's up? Like, I'm trying to fight. Now I'm trying to fight. And I didn't even care. Like, once I sat next to her, I already knew the game plan. I already knew what's going on. So at that point, I was like, "Oh, I'm about to fight. I already know I'm about to fight." So, you know, so I just took my plate, or whatever plate was in front of me. I flinged it, and it, like, the plate, like, the food went all over her. Like, you could tell, like, he moved to the side. He backed up away from her. Like, he like moved over, like, away from her. So I'm like, "You be talking all that mess." So at this point, I was like, whatever, I'm about to just go full on in. So I reached across the table, like, I'm hitting on her. Then that's when he, like, came over and, like, was, like, pushing me away. Then my friend got mad at me because he got in the way, so he got hit. I can't help that. Like, you get in the way, you gonna get hit too. So he got hit. I threw a plate at her head. I was throwing plates. I was throwing cups. I was throwing silverware. And this whole restaurant is a restaurant full of people. Then, like, so we going at it. Like, like, my friend is screaming, don't hit my brother. Don't hit my brother. No, I'm sorry, baby girl. Like, I told you, like, I felt some type of way anyways. And then when I come in, like, I felt like you wanted it. Like, you said you wanted to fight me. Like, don't say you're gonna fight me and then don't fight me. So, like, I'm, like, fighting both of them. Like, basically fighting both of them because then he tried to get over. He tried to throw some fun. No, that's not gonna work, baby boy. I'm sorry, it's not. So, like, we is all, like, me and him, we going back and forth. Like, she not saying nothing. She just sitting there shaking these heads. Like, but you can fight. You gonna whoop my tail. That's what you kept saying through Twitter. You keep saying, oh, that's nothing. It's on site. It's on site. So it's on site. So fight me. It's on site. You don't want to fight? Okay. So you didn't fight me. So then, like, we was arguing, and, like, the people, like, the restaurant owners, they're like, they don't know what to do. Like, what are you gonna do? There's like there's a group of black people just fighting. Like, you got her little brother just sitting there eating, laughing. You got the girlfriend over there that I'm fighting. But I felt like that was a sucker move anyways, because you wasn't even hitting me back. But don't say you're gonna fight somebody and then not be about it. Like, you wasn't about it, and you're still not to this day. Like, you already know that. People beat your tail. I don't want to cuss. People beat your tail every day, but you always on Twitter talking about you about it. So you're not doing nothing. I mean, and then the boy's mad. The boyfriend was mad. Like, I wasn't even mad. Like, I was calm and collective. I just had to get my one in because you said you was gonna fight me. So then the girls mad at me. So the restaurant people were like, no, stop. You guys gotta leave. You guys gotta leave. Blah, 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 blah. So, like, I'm still going back and forth. I didn't even care about what none of that said. None of them they were saying. So then after that, like, one of the people sitting down eating their food came over, and it was a cop, yo. He said, I am a cop. You guys need to leave right now. He was like, this is unacceptable. So you know what I did? I casually got up after doing all that. Like, they was all there sitting there arguing with the cop. I casually walked away. I casually walked out the door, and I could hear the cop say, she left with no problem. Why y'all can't just get up and leave? So he was mad. So then, like, the ex-boyfriend was mad, and then Chompers was still just sitting there with food and drink and stuff all over her. So then, like, I get home, and then I started tweeting about it. I was like, but you was about that life. No, baby girl, you were not about that life. But then you still want to act hard on Twitter. But I was like, I felt like I already got my one. And so I'm not going to keep fighting you because you're not going to do nothing at the end of the day. So the next day I went to school. I saw the sister. She came over to me. She was like, I'm not mad at you. She's like, but you were hitting my brother. And I was like, I understand. But I was like, your friend talks so much crap on Twitter, but she don't want to come to me face to face and fight. So don't talk crap about people on Twitter if you're not going to fight them in real life. If you're not about that life, don't say nothing at all, baby girl. So she was like, yeah. So she was like telling me everything that happened. So she was like, yeah, my brother was mad because he wanted to eat food and the guy kept telling us to leave. So he was mad. He, like, still had to pay. Like, I left. He's like, he still had to pay, and then he was mad because he couldn't get a plate and finish eating. He was like, well, she left. Why can't I still eat? No, you gotta go. It's time to go. You already knew it was up. Why would you invite me and say I can come when you know your girlfriend's there? And you know your girlfriend been talking mess on Twitter. Like, you've been retweeting his stuff. You've been retweeting it since it all went down, So and this is my whole thing. Like, I wasn't stuck on him. Like, I was over it at that point. But, like, if I'm, like, over somebody and then you constantly post pictures on Twitter talking about some they mad, no one's mad, and then because I'm friends with you on Twitter, and then, like, I felt like his sister had a part in it too because she would always retweet it because me and the girl were never friends, but every time she would throw shots at me, the sister would retweet it. So I was like, all right. So I just felt like, let me tell y'all something. If you want to fight somebody, you better fight them. Don't be doing that gangster internet behind the screen stuff. And then when y'all are face to face, you don't want to do nothing. You want to play victim. Like, I don't have time for that because I'm about that life. Like, you want to fight me and I see you face to face and I'm feeling some type of way now, I'm about to fight you. I don't care. If you're not going to hit me back, that's not my problem. You should have never been talking all that gangster stuff. So, and it's just crazy because still to this day, constantly, this boy is married and everything. He be in my inbox. He be trying to get me to come over and all that. Like, but after I had my daughter and he wanted to come over. I let him come over. Like, we hung out once. And then it just felt weird. I'm like, nah, you my ex. You're married. No, you can go. Literally, he was at my house. He came over. Then I was like, all right, you got to go. Literally got mad. He thought he was about to get some. You really thought you was about to get some? Are you married? And that was the whole thing. Like, you're a married man. And you're still out here trying to chase people. No. And that girl, she's terrible. She dated my ex. She dated my ex-boyfriend. I used to date girls, if you guys didn't know. She dated my ex-girlfriend. Then she dated my sister's baby daddy. Like, oh my God. And then you got beat up. You get beat up all the time, but you talk so hard like your body, but you get beat up. I know multiple people that beat her up, and they all say the same thing. She want to talk mess on the internet, but then when it's face to face, you want to sit there like you don't say nothing. And then when you get your butt whooped, you still want to go home and talk mess on the internet. Like, no, let's grow up. Let's do this for real. So that was that story. It wasn't really long because I don't know. But I do have like other stories. Like, that story was just like, it's like a story like I know that I'm always gonna have in the back of my head because that story is just funny to me. Like, and then you know what's crazy? Like, I was invited to a party. My friend invited me to a party. Then my friend texted me. She's like, "Oh, you can't come to this party." And I was like, "Why?" She was like, "Oh, well, me and my sister were invited." She was like, "Oh, well, your sister's not allowed to come because she's probably gonna start a fight, and then you're not allowed to come because you throw plates at people's heads." And then that's how I knew it was that girl that was at the party. I was like, yo, these females do not, they don't want it. So I was like, all right, I don't want to go to that whack party anyways. So that's just my story. But if you're new to my channel or watching my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe to your girl's channel. I have new content for you guys every day. I'm getting better with this camera stuff. I promise you, I'm gonna have these back-to-backs. I'm gonna try to do videos when I get home from work or before I go to work, or I'm gonna do vlogs. I'm working on getting this car. You guys, I'm really getting my life together at this point. But I just want to say thank you guys for the people that are watching. It's your girl Jaylin, and I am out.